Hey, it's your boy, Marty Law, as always. I've got dog shit lighting. I gotta get some, I guess, curtains up or some shit. Kelsey became an aunt today. Kelsey's my girlfriend. That's cool. Fucking great. I'm gonna try to get through one, maybe two of these in the video. And if it's really flowing, with some shit talking, we can go from there. Vindication. Oh, Kona's coughing. Vindication has arrived. Has arrived. How did it arrive? When you put in place a draft strategy that comes under the fucking microscope. It's the moment you do it. Because y'all were shit talking me like, you done spent all your money. You spent all your money. What about all that other shit? Only thing that matters is getting a person in the top 1 to 3 tiers. And then after that, the drop off is just shit. Like, it don't fucking matter. And obviously, like, you know, my season hinges on Kamara and Christian McCaffrey staying healthy, but that's pretty much most people's seasons. So, you know, but I hedged with Mixon. You know, being a Bengals fan, I already knew that shit was coming. Like, so I grabbed Giovanni Bernard, and that's coming up spades. So, cheers to that. Fuck whoever beat me out. I think it was old Kareeman over there, or Sean. Sean beat me out on fucking John Ross. You lost mostly to AFK auto draft, and that was true for fucking Dylan. Dylan just doing the Dylan thing and shit in the bed with a strong week. I can't think of too many things more Dylan than just having a great week, top score, like feeling good and still losing. Like that's just our boy Dylan, you know. Like, but I do want to say thank you for keeping this league alive, for commissioning it well, for having like the data to back it up, making content, making beatdown videos that curse you. Like, dude, I you know, other than the joke in there, like I definitely appreciate you putting this league together. Like, it's hard, you know, I don't put the same effort into my other leagues because honestly, like, they don't have like the same community or payoff. So like, you know, it's just a good thing. Maybe next year we'll be able to actually get together for the draft. Some may, some won't. Like, but you never know. Anyways, let's get to like shitting on Guy first. I invited you to my house, and that's still good. Like, I'd love to like hang out with you. If any of you want to come to a football game, we can go. You can crash in my house. We can walk places. There's a casino. There's tons of food down in over the Rhine, and you know, just things to see and a place to stay. Like, you know, flights are cheap to Cincinnati. I'll pick you up from the airport. So just putting that out there for anyone. If anyone wants to do it, and if a couple of you come at the same time, I got a king size bed. You can share it if you don't want that. I got a really nice couch and someone get the bed. So, and an air mattress. So if a bunch of you come. So Gee, with his miserly draft strategy. I mean, you can't help it. Matt Ryan still produced, so I can't say shit. Him and Drew Brees were a wash. Goff, that's got to be terrifying that Goff put up those kind of numbers in a win, which might dictate that they may be a run-heavy offense. Hey, who would have thought the guy that I spent $59 on turns out that he's worth $59? Who would have thought? Who would have thought like a guy that their entire offense runs through would score like that? Kamara didn't put up quite the same amount of points, but justified his price tag. Absolutely awesome. Mixon absolutely fucking snake bit. I would have had a monstrous week if Mixon did anything. He didn't. He really wasn't doing much. So that was always going to be there. Corey Davis, you guys were right, but he was a $5 spend. He wasn't an expensive spend, but holy shit, I'm not giving up on him yet. Like I think the dude may find his home, but wow, that is a whole lot of fucking sweet fantasy offense going on against Cleveland to put up a fucking 0. Oh my god. That makes me feel like a fucking idiot. Like but I expected at least a catch, one catch. Yeah, fuck it. Mark Andrews, ow, $1. Yeah. Absolutely paid off. Galladay, you know what? 15 points, not bad. Didn't pay a big price tag. T.Y. Hilton looking good. Brissett gonna feed him. That was good. I think you guys, everyone was just like, I don't think anyone truly hated on the T.Y. pick. They're just like, I don't trust it. And I'm glad that he dropped that low because he's obviously gonna be my best receiver this year. I like that I have John Brown on the bench coming out. Absolutely just poo-holed you, dude. You spread cheeks and got plowed. Even your optimum didn't even come near me. I see why you panicked and you picked up Hawkinson because I'd be panicking if I had your lineup going on too. Kerryon Johnson, just like that's terrifying. Jones, that's terrifying. Both of those dudes were running backs by committees. They're both on like throw heavy offenses. If they get behind, those dudes can disappear. Like, ooh, Kittle, you're going to be fine. Dude got some touchdowns called back. He is going to score against Cincinnati. You cool. Westbrook, man, dude, you just didn't have shit going on anywhere. I'm surprised you didn't start Fitzy, but, I mean, I wouldn't have started him over any of my dudes either. So, tough break, dude. You got a lot of fucking work to do, unless this was just a fluke, but, like, I mean, none of those dudes put up zeros. Some of those dudes just put up average numbers, maybe you should have spent no, you spent on tight end. You might be all right. Anyways, good week, Gee. But you got absolutely slaughtered. You lost by almost 100 points, so you can't even call it close. Good luck. Hopefully you got your shit together next time we meet up because this roster ain't stopping because my bench looks good too. Yes. Oh, Giovanni Bernard for that injury. Let's go. Let's look. Oh, or our boy Dylan absolutely just coached himself out of a win. His optimum was like 40 points higher than his opponent. Just leaving gobs of points on the bench. That sick Baker Mayfield Ben deal. Ooh. That team did not look good. Lat Murray, dude, Eckler. I don't blame you on Eckler, but obviously that dude's starting. Ridley, Tate. Ooh. No, you had about a 200-point week, man. Just keep it up. You'll be all right. Mostly AFK, Wentz, Brady, Cook, Carson. Chubb, Godwin, Edelman. Yeah, maybe. Allen, Cooks, Howard. You're probably not going to use to get 27 out of Tucker, but 15 to 18, yeah. Keenan Allen, that's a good pick. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see you falling off, dude. Pretty good looking team. You got Tyrell Williams. Mostly, I mean, problem is like you, if you have a running back injury, you ain't gonna have the money, and a running back comes up, you're not gonna have the money to pick that shit up. That you might have blown your wad and your fab a little too early, my man. It's a long season with and usually some gems start leaking out week 6 through 8 once players have had enough time to get hurt. So good luck keeping this shit up. But so far your roster looks like it can do it. Trophy chaser didn't really. I think that's Josh, the one we absolutely shit on his team. He wouldn't have beat he wouldn't have beat any of the other winners. So I mean, he definitely got lucky to face Breaker and Chains, who put up an absolute fucking turd of a week. And if I was him, I would be panicking. Oh my God, I'd be panicking. And there ain't nothing on the waiver wires to save you yet. Holy shit. I know Saquon's not going to have shit games like that all the time, but you're really going to need Breda to turn into an RB1. Lockett is just going to get shut down a lot of games. Boyd, that's about an average game for him. Maybe throwing a TD, so 20 seems his top. Williams, ooh. Kelsey had... That's got to be concerning to see them put up so much against Jacksonville, and Kelsey has such a small role. Henry going down, that fucking sucks. Your boy Kirky Cousins looks like they're content just running it down people's throats. Dookie, all right. Cortland Sutton, that's not bad. Yeah, you're in trouble, dude. You better hope some shit turns over, because Winston looked bad. Kyler Murray, that was kind of a surprise. Not going with a second QB. Think that's a fucking mistake. Going with the entire deep into the season bench is cool if you got like one person, maybe two. 3 seems like a dreadful fucking mistake. And it's a good thing you faced Breaker and Chains, because if you take like four losses or 5 losses in the next few weeks till like around week 8 or so, till you start getting your dudes back, you may not be able to claw out of this, because like LaShawn McCoy, DJ's going to do well. Watkins isn't going to put up 47 again for you. Landry, and Njoku really got bailed out by that one TD. Julio, that was, I mean, he still put up a 6 reception. You better hope those holdouts, injuries, and suspensions really start turning the corner. You are one injury away, and the QB stash has been dried up. And your QB's Kyler Murray. All right, man. Good luck. Good fucking luck. I think you're going to need more luck than Breaker of Chains. I think he got snake bit worse. He got more snake bit than you. He got snake bit worse, and you way overperformed. And you kind of called your roster, but there wasn't anything else to call on. And I thought my roster was thin. You make me look robust and healthy. Oh my God, you overperformed. You overperformed so bad. That team is still as dreadful as we thought it was. He just got to win. But that's fantasy football for you. There was a bug in my face. Man, Chalupa got even luckier than Trophy Chaser. Shit. And we thought she had a great draft. Burns with IP. He obviously was putting it up with me. We would have had a super competitive week. Priya Prism is in trouble too, because he's losing Reek. Matt Bryant putting up a 0 is absolutely brutal. Your tight ends are good. Gallup, he looked good. Juju, Le'Veon, Sonny Michel. Stafford and Carr, like your QBs. That Brown is a tough one, because he's definitely running back by committee. Jackson, you're just hoping Eckler gets hurt. Henderson, Thompson, Brown seems like Brown. Who knows what's going to happen with his rate case? Mecole Hardman. You are really. What are you doing, buddy? You are really relying on Brown to not be convicted or suspended or anything like that. Like, that Tyreek Hill injury is absolutely brutal. But you're a grown man. You'll figure it out. P, You can almost split the difference. Like you can almost combine Jackson and Trubisky's points and just call it a good week for him. That's how off lopsided that was. Zeke underperformed. Jacobs, I can't say. Maybe that is how good he is. Hopkins, you paid for the man. He delivered. Good. Woods, that's still not a bad week, though. I mean, that is a split wide receiving core. Like, there's a lot of targets to go around. Delaney Walker, maybe shave off one TD, but five for 55 and a touchdown seems reasonable. Maybe not every week, but often. Goskowski, man, apparently I'm the only one who didn't score fucking me and House of Priaprism, the only people that didn't score 20 points off a fucking kicker. God. Tevin Coleman, that's brutal. Darnold isn't playing. That sucks, but we know his is short. Peyton Barber, Miles Sanders, Deshaun, okay. Pettis, Eifert. You'll be all right. Your team's deep. Here's the one that was bizarre. Was Chaluper. She did lose her QB, so she's got to go with the Red Rifle. Red Rifle. Geis. He's hurt. He may have a torn meniscus. So, but I mean, you weren't starting him anyways. So really, you just gotta. Foles is done, and you're running with AD 14. Ingram's gonna keep Gurley. That's a little worrisome, but I mean, he just had touchdowns vultured, so that's okay. Whew. I don't know about Fournette. The Minnesota thing was a little concerning, considering they didn't throw the ball and beat teams, which is kind of what teams would love to do every week, which they may try to do. Thomas, as expected. I wish I could have him again. Cook underperformed for you, and your tight end situation is dreadful. So you better hope that somehow he turns the corner. Greg the leg, you got 20. Nope. Oh, fucking Holden, he's in the same situation with us. Didn't get 20. Mahomes could easily put up mid-20s to low 30s every week. That's not a surprise. Rodgers was low. Connor, Mac. I don't expect Mac to put that up, but I don't expect Connor to be that bad. Lindsey, that's split more than we all thought. I want no part of any of that San Francisco receiving core. Beckham, seven receptions isn't necessarily underperforming, but you got to remember, like, dude, wide receivers got nerfed so hard in this last scoring session, and it took Watkins put up a crazy fucking week, but like you got to think that it would have been crazier a PPR. Dude would have at least put up 50. But like a lot of the scoring, like they're losing so many points. Like the position that I thought got nerfed the most by the catch changing wasn't running backs. It was wide receivers, just because like a half point per reception, that was like most of their value. And if you're looking, like even decent days, a 7 reception 71-yard day is like not even cracking 15. And 4 for 44 on Arizona, like if they're not getting a first down, if they're just catching some balls and everything, like it crushes Jarvis Landry's like value. If they're not putting up TDs or catching long balls, like they're almost non-existent. Like that's rough. Like they got nerfed hard, and we only have to start a couple of them, 3 of them. So that's why it's like, But that was my thing, is when I saw that. And of course, no Henry. Oh, so you're going to probably plug Henry in this week. You'll probably plug him in over Lindsey. I wouldn't start Lindsey again until they figure out the running back by committee. Dude, Allison didn't even get targeted. Hopefully that shit turns around. But I think you still had that jacked up D. You still almost won. You would have beat a few people. There's a few people that got lucky. Chalupa got lucky. Took 2 injuries this week. Unfortunate. Got pretty bad tight end play, which also sucks for her. But I think they'll bounce back. Let's go with the activity. Looks like not bad. Burns 1AP got Marquise Brown for free. Not a bad choice. I paid $6 for Terry McLaurin. Take a flyer on a rookie wide receiver. I definitely see why you picked up Hunter Henry's backup. Uh, I just don't expect like that team is talented enough with enough players that I don't think they necessarily have to go to a backup tight end. So we'll see how that goes, but I could always be wrong. Crowder seems like everyone always seems like every year someone picks up Crowder, and every year someone always gets underwhelmed with Crowder, but they'll leave him on their bench the entire year, and he'll just have just enough points each game that makes you not want to drop him, but never scores enough points in most games to ever really win for you either. And I'm glad. I'm just glad that Dylan's back in the saddle with some Jamison Crowder. That seems like the most Dylan-esque player. The guy that just doesn't score low enough to make you move on, but doesn't score high enough to ever let you win. Ito Smith, he fucking took John Ross from me. I did not. I wasn't far from your bid. I just didn't think people were going to be that high on him. But the articles were kind, so I get why you did. There he goes. He got Jacoby Brissett. So you're smart. All right. I was wondering, you got rid of Kareem. She took Case Keenum. Not a bad deal. Ronald Jones. Gee paying $19 for Jones. So we'll see if that pays off. And 48. So he went big time. Nice little trade. Might as well trade a player off you're planning on cutting anyways. Samuel Howard Elliott. I'm still, when we look at the standings here, I at least got through a beer. It's hard to not notice $38 left for mostly AFK auto draft team, and you were even afforded the first week of free drops and ads. That's what's fucking insane about this. So this was your doing after we gave you the grace period due to your situation. So seems like you kind of fucked up. You kind of fucked up on that one. I don't think anyone was spending near what you were paying for everything. Though you did beat me out correctly on John Ross, so good on that. But I think you overpaid on the other things. Whew. And Guy. But Guy, you could just tell he does not think his roster is good enough to win currently, so he's got to change some things. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if the TE premium, or if will pay off, or if he's getting called into the siren, into the rocks by the siren of a rookie tight end. We'll see. 6 passes, probably enough targets. It doesn't seem bad. I was just surprised at the price. I bid like 33, so I wasn't anywhere near, because it sounds like a couple people did 40 something, and Guy was willing to put roughly 1/3 of his fab on the line, and that seems like what a lot of people do later on in the season when they've got a huge hole in their offense or in their lineup, and they've got to somehow patchwork it together. So let's call this week. No, that's week 3 when I get Dylan. So it's me and Holden. I'm taking down fucking elderly gangbang. That roster is a mess. Rodgers going against Minnesota, so he's had 2 tough matchups. Connor's going to get shut down by Seattle. I saw what they fucking did to Mixon. They're going to be throwing all game. Marlon Mack running right into Tennessee. Phillip Lindsay into Chicago. That's brutal. That's good for me. Absolutely brutal for you. Your matchups are terrible. LAR, Washington, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, T.Y. Hilton against Tennessee. Not great for me, but they're going to be throwing. John Brown against New York Jets. Yes. LA, Kenny Golladay. Okay, Andrews against Arizona. That is very good. And I'm happy. Yeah, I'm taking you down. Don't be surprised when Connor puts sub 10 up for you. Burns with IP and Guy. Matt Ryan, Goff, Jones. Dude, you really need Jones. Dude, your running backs. Ooh. I don't think Evans is going to keep producing as bad, but I mean, we don't know. Like, that's such a short amount of time to play on the flu. Like, hopefully the dude, like, turned the corner. We'll see. Cup's going to have a good game. Kittle's going to have a good game. Hawk's going to have a good game. Okay. Yeah, you have all these, like, tweener running backs, dude. So I see why you got a little panic in you. Because most of your dudes are you're hoping for one electric play. You're just hoping for a touchdown. Trubisky, Jackson, oh, good. Trubisky against Denver, though. We'll see. At Denver, Elliott will feast. Jacob should do okay. Hopkins, yeah. Woods, Devontae. Devontae's going to be fine. Delaney will have a... man, I'm going to go at Burns when I pee. I just like who he's up against from what they've seen. Gee's running backs are ultra suspect. Like, does have great wide receivers, but so does Burns when I pee. So there's little of that there. His tight ends are definitely better. And quarterbacks could be a wash. But like, I think Gee has to make the right call on his like stabler running backs every week. And the problem is there's no good call consistently with him. So good luck, man. Like this is the shit I had to do last season when I scraped my way into the playoffs. So we'll see if you're capable of doing what I did last year. And I was fucking miserable doing it. And as you see how my draft represented, wanting to constantly make the perfect call and claw your way through some bullshit wins. Let's see. Ben's going to throw. You have good matchups. You have good matchups this week. I doubt they're only going to do another 10 throwing game. Ingram's looking to be great. I'm just surprised you're not playing Baker. I don't think the dude's going to have 2 bad games in a row. And I really like him playing against the Jets. So we'll see. Crowder, Ridley, Hooper. Okay. And then Chalupa, Watson. She does not have bad... she's... Oof. Chalupa, only because you're playing Dylan, do not start Case Keenum over Dalton. Dalton is gonna throw. Like, Zach Taylor took the job because we had Andy Dalton. He knew what he could do with him. He watched Dalton have his 2015 season. Like, that offense is designed for Dalton to fucking throw. And if you should have seen it last week. The dude threw 52 times against the Seattle. Like, San Francisco has the same exact setup. Like, just powerful D-line, decent, come on, count it, decent linebackers and a suspect secondary. Dude's going to throw all game. Dude is going to throw for over 300 yards and probably 2 touchdowns again. Like, I will take that over. Like, I think Dallas is legit, and I don't think Case Keenum disappeared after the first half. So you're making a mistake, Chalupa. Start AD 14, just because it's against Dylan. I'm gonna still say Dylan wins this thing. Dylan's gonna win this thing. Caveat: if she puts in AD 14, I think Dylan loses. I think AD 14 is gonna put up 30-something points this week. All right. House and Trophy Chaser. House put his lineup together. I still don't like Sony Michel. That was such a poor performance. But Stafford, Carr, yes. Le'Veon, absolutely. I don't know. We'll see how Brown does. He's worth a start. Like, obviously, you have to start him. You're pot committed at this point. Gallup, Waller, Ertz, Bryant. very good. Brissett, Murray, McCoy, DJ. I do like having Watkins. Watkins is definitely high value right now. Landry is terrible in this format. Absolute dog shit. I cannot believe you're playing him in a 0.5 PPR wide receiver setup. The dude doesn't even catch first downs. Like, I know. I owned him last year. I watched him play on Sunday. Good God, why are you playing him? Jones, Njoku, Vinatieri. It's because Gordon, Drake. Because you don't really have shit to play in this place, I guess. Dude, like, you gotta take Jones out of your damn flex and then put Landry in your flex and then flex fucking Landry out of there. Good God. Like, a 0.5 PPR is his worst format. Dude doesn't catch first downs. The dude just catches balls. He'll catch screens. He'll catch 5-yard crossing routes. You know what? If he scores a lot, I will laugh. But good luck. I can't believe you actually have him in this format. That dude is just rat poison for me in this format. Like, he was on my do not draft list. And I definitely think House takes us down. There's no way Michelle can have that piss poor of a game again. But if he does, you're in trouble because all your running backs are backups. You need Michelle to not suck because you're in trouble if he does because you are bankrupt running back wise. You're just the only thing you have to hope for is someone to get hurt. And there's not a way I want to play. So good luck. I still think you win this week, but you really need injuries to start piling up. And even then, there's no saying that they're going to be great. Man, I bust your chops, Sean, but you have a great team. Yeah. O.J. Howard seems suspect, but like you don't really have great options. Yeah. You got to play with what you got. Gotcha. Decent bench. Dude, Tyrell and Brandon Cooks on the bench. Fuck, man. You're deep in wide receiver. Oh, and you're starting Ross. Bold. I really like you. I like you as a fantasy footballer. I think you fucked up with your fab, but you know what? Carry it, fam. You got this. That's my style. That's my style of fantasy football right here. That's a good, deep... You know what? Maybe you don't need to use fab the rest of the year. Probably on another tight end. But other than that, you good. Breaker needs a kicker still. And he'll obviously get one. Duke, Ito. You're very... yeah, you still kind of have that running. A lot of you guys... all had all these fucking running backs, but most of them weren't starting running backs. So that's why the running back pool's so thin. So thin, but it wouldn't have been great with a lot of these guys out there anyways. Cousins, Gordon. Oh, I'm surprised you're not playing Gordon. I could see a lot of people want some of that Cincy passing offense, and throwing 50 times for over 400-something yards is a lot to love. And I think that's just, it's going to continue that way. I think that Kim, absolutely, she got a steal with AD 14 at 1. After watching last week, I'm like, that's not the same. That's the same Bengals roster, but not the same Bengals team. They're coming to score. Dude, you got to get Hunter Henry out of your lineup. Who do you even have? Oh, so you just got to flex. You got to flex anyone in there? Oh, Josh Garden will probably be getting in there. Or Cortland Sutton. Either one. Either one's a good play. Though Sutton seems to be obviously Flacco's dude. I don't want any San Francisco wide receiver. None. Sean, mostly AFK is going to win this one. Breaker, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, my dude. All right. Well, we're going to crack one to let you guys know that I'm going to be watching the game. I love that we play fantasy football together. This is just, Just my favorite league. Hope you guys talk some shit back. I'm glad that you talked on your podcast about my draft the first thing and then came back around and talked about my draft the second time around, and I know it was because you're like, fuck, this guy got us. We should have never let him have two of the top 3 premier running backs. Like, you knew it. Every one of you knew it that night. You knew you fucked up and that you should never let someone have 2 players that are just so far above replacement level. It's insane. You can say whatever you want, but 2 for 1s. Like, most of you guys would give me 2, 3 players for one of my dudes, but the thing is my dude can still score more than 2 to 3 players at a time. And Christian McCaffrey is going to show that he is literally the best fantasy football running back this year, and you guys saw it last week. You know it's going to happen. That offense runs through him, and well worth $59. Just saying. Anyways, cheers, gents and lady, and have a good week.